Movie buffs, welcome back to the Movie Bay. This is D. In this video, we're going to take a look at everything I got this Vin Diesel. Yeah, truly a franchise man. You take away the Fast and the Furious, and I mean, you got Riddick, Fast and the Furious. He's done a few Marvel, all the Guardians of the Galaxies, the Riddick trilogy. He's definitely a franchise player for sure. It's a lot of guys that's franchise players, but Vin Diesel is definitely a franchise guy. So without further ado, let's dive in and take a look, starting with Man Apart. This was a pretty solid movie. You know what? When this movie came out, it caught me off guard. I really wasn't expecting much. I'm like, Vin Diesel, Fast and Furious, boy? And it was an alright movie. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say it's the best cop movie out there, but it was decent. Good cop/revenge movie. Triple X, this was good. Again, for what it was a good movie. Triple X, The Return of Xander Cage. You could definitely tell Diesel matured a lot as an actor in this one. This one is a better movie. You could tell he's come a long way from the first Triple X to this one in his acting ability. It's a better movie. Dark Fury. Of course, he's voicing Riddick. Now, let's move into what really makes Vin Diesel Vin Diesel. The Fast and the Furious franchise. Fast 8. This is the first one without Paul Walker. And it was okay. Fast 7. This one got some Paul Walker in it and some of his brothers filling in for him. Fast 6. And Fast 5. I think this is my favorite in the entire franchise. I think this one is my favorite. I got to go through them again. But as it sits right now, yeah, this is my favorite. Let me see. I'll just look at the back here. Yeah, this one is my favorite. This is the one with the charges when he was dragging the damn vault. Yeah. And that's the one where Hobbs first joined him. Definitely. Yep. All right. This one is just called The Fast and the Furious. If I'm not mistaken, this is number 4, the 4th one. This is where they kind of rebooted everything, just kind of went back to the basics. This one is The Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift. They kind of went a little sideways on this one, but they actually did a good job at incorporating this one into the entire timeline. They did a good job. Too Fast, Too Furious. You know, they was going to drop Tyrese from the rest. He wasn't going to be in the franchise no more, but Vin Diesel and Paul Walker both, rallied to keep Tyrese as part of the franchise. And I'm glad they did because he fits in really good. Him and Ludacris. They fit in real good in the franchise. And this is the original Fast and the Furious. Oh, yeah. I mean, be honest with you guys. Watching this movie, it was a really good movie. But watching this movie, who would have thought this would have become the franchise that it is today? A good franchise. I love the Fast and the Furious movies, some more than others. I watch them and enjoy them for what they are. I think after like the 4th one, I just said, okay, they just going balls to the wall. Whatever they can make these, whatever they can do with CGI and practical effects, they're going to do it. And then everybody said, watch, they're going to send a car into space. And sure the hell enough, they did it. It's a cool franchise. I love the Fast and the Furious movies. They just fun. At this point, I don't watch them to expect any kind of realism. They're just fun watches. The Last Witch Hunter. Again, this was a pretty alright. This was an alright movie, pretty good. It's alright. The Iron Giant. Voice talent. And this is a franchise that I like. I'm not sure how other people feel about it, but I enjoy this trilogy. I really did. Pitch Black. And this, I think this series was custom made for Diesel. He's got all the right mannerisms that really make this character pop. The Chronicles of Riddick. Hey, if you are a gamer and you played the game, The Chronicles of Riddick Butcher Bay on the original, was that? No, that wasn't a 3. Yeah, on the original Xbox. Remember the big OG Xbox? The Chronicles of Riddick Butcher Bay, that was an incredibly good game. Underrated. good video game. That was a really good adaptation. This one is just called Riddick, and I dug this one too. This is the last one in the franchise. Not to say that there won't be anymore, but I doubt it. It's been a while. Thor, Love and Thunder. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Guardians of the Galaxy. Bloodshot. I saw this not too long ago, and I dug it. I'm not going to say it was a great movie, but it wasn't that bad. I know a lot of people didn't like this movie, and I mean, it was alright. It was, when I say a movie is alright, this is a movie I can at least watch it. Some movies is so bad, you just gotta be like, nah, you'll go to sleep on it, or you'd be like, nah, I can't watch this shit no more. You turn it off and put something else on. I was able to sit through and watch the whole movie. It was alright. I liked the nanotech that they used. It was a good movie, you know. Infinity War. Fast X. More over the top. I'll tell you what. Jason Momoa saved this movie. He really did. Jason Momoa saved this movie. Because this movie, without Jason Momoa, I just don't know. Jason Momoa, so far, he is like a really good bad guy. He is really antagonizing the shit out of Dom. I'm telling you. F9. You know, I don't know how I feel about this one. It wasn't all that great, I'll say that. The series has been going down, but it's still enjoyable, you know what I'm saying? Like, the later movies just don't have the same panache that the earlier ones did. I think after 5, they started, even though Paul Walker was in 6, that one was still going down a little, you know what I'm saying? But that's everything Vin Diesel. Let's go ahead and recap. F9, F10, or Fast X, Infinity War. I think this was better than Endgame. You tell me what you think. I know Endgame was a banger, but I think Infinity War was the better movie. Bloodshot, Dell, I know me and you disagree on this one. Hey, I like it. My boy Dell was like, hold up, Dale, I gotta disagree with you on that one. That shit trash. He ain't say it like that. I don't think Dell talk like that. I do. Guardians of the Galaxy. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Thor, Love and Thunder. Riddick. The Chronicles of Riddick. Pitch Black. The Iron Giant. The Last Witch Hunter. The Fast and the Furious, the one that started it all, baby. This bad boy here started the franchise that's running over 20 years with soon to be with 12 movies if you count Hobbs and Shaw. Once the Fast X2 come out, you're talking a 12 movie franchise. Who would have ever freaking thought? I know I didn't. Too Fast, Too Furious. Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift. The Fast and the Furious. Fast 5. This is my favorite one out of the entire series. Again, they all great to me. I love them for what they are, but this is my favorite. This one is a banger too, though. Fast 6. Yeah, Fast 6 is a banger too, yeah. Fast 6. Those two might be my favorite too. Fast 7, again, this was good too. I ain't gonna hold you. This one was good. But Fast 8 is where they really lost me. Fast 8 and Fast 9. Well, F8, I'm sorry. F8 and F9, that's where they started losing me. Dark Fury. Animated. This is a cartoon, basically based off of the Chronicles of Riddick. Triple X, Return of Xander Cage. The original Triple X. There is a Triple X movie, one in between these two. Vin Diesel didn't want to come back for the role, or there was some kind of fallout. Ice Cube, was the lead for Triple X 2, which was State of the Union. It was okay. It was alright. A Man Apart. So that's everything Vin Diesel. Some decent movies, some decent franchises. I know Vin Diesel catch a lot of hell for his acting ability. A lot of people just don't really see him with any range, and to be honest, he don't really have a lot of range. But the movies that he's done so far, they've been okay for him. I think a lot of guys or gals who don't have the range, as long as they pick the movies that don't really, put them in a position where they got to go out of their range, they're good. There's a lot of actors out there like that who are okay actors, and it seems like they pick roles, or their agents or whoever pick roles that's right for their range. And you'll know when they try to do a movie that's outside of their range, it just doesn't work. And we'll talk more about that later. 2 new polls are up. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.